welcome to the harbour on what looks to be a sunny afternoon. Unfortunately, the view is dominated somewhat by this hulking sewage outlet, but you can't have everything. Um, since the Slave Lord's quest, since hitting level 10, we've been trucking along very nicely. And aside from being hammered by a red crown caster, which can always happen if you don't notice him before he notices you. We've been doing very well in and amongst big crowds of opponents. He fares really nicely. Just chucks in this shadows can't exist without light, the heal, and especially if he gets I don't know if it's on a double strike or if it hits two opponents with the strike through, or maybe both. It can heal for more than just the 70. Now, as I understand it, well, it says there healing effect is not affected by spell power, and as the hands are not affected by spell power either, I thought I would remove the devotion spell power and crit, at least for now, because we can use the slot for something else. So I wasn't really making too much use of the healing key anyway. The bulk of the healing was done by throwing the this one into the rotation, and that was more than enough to keep us going by and large. So gear wise, at 15 we've had a change round. We've got some really super items updated here. The part of the family set is going to be great for us, and we're lucky enough to have all three pieces. The robe here, the turncoat, all of it from Shan obviously. Healing amp, false life, fortification, all very good. And this thing, well, this is a massive upgrade on what was here. The raptor necklace, you'll recall, was in there. Relentless Fury, well, 5% extra damage at the lower levels, perhaps not that desirable, but it does go off quite a lot, and as we're beginning to go up in level, that's nice to have. So we've got it on there now, but we've also got something else that I really was missing, the True Seeing. So with that equipped, anything that is blurry or displaced, which was giving me a hell of a rough time to hit, now we're able to hit them as normal with no miss penalties, which is great. Deadly 6 is nice. That's a couple of extra damage because we only have Deadly 4 on the goggles. I've left those on because there's double strike and quality double strike and quality deadly on there as well. Reaper enchantment, nice, and Diamond of Dex as well for our reflex save, because I don't think we have any other source of Dex, so that's super. That's been left in there again, just like a placeholder. That's our constitution item, and I've not found anything better to put in the trinket slot. That has stayed in there for the ghostly and the accuracy augment I've put in there. I thought about putting the sapphire, is it Celestial Sapphire ring, which has ghostly and stunning on there, but in the end I decided better of it because the two rings that we've got are pretty integral to what we're doing at the moment. Do you know, the belt, I didn't even look at changing. Maybe that was a mistake, although quality dodge is nice, blurry is good to have, dex and quality dex. Could I have changed the belt? Maybe not. I didn't see anything, because I did check through the lists in the bank, the things that we could have had, so that's kind of open for an upgrade if we happen to find anything. This is just an upgrade of a previous item we had in there. Remember, with the force law, extra con, false life. We've lost the Sapphire of Snow Peak speed, unfortunately, but as a monk he goes very quickly anyway, and we do have 21% speed on the boots, so that's not terrible. The gloves, again part of the family set. Insightful double strike, great. This combat infusion would be better on a strength build, wouldn't it? But the con would be nice. Dex for saves. Oh, it's only 10 seconds, is it? Still, it all helps, doesn't it? Seeker is nice. Insightful deadly we should get from our trance once that comes back in the falconry tree. We're still a little ways away from getting that. And I added the Sapphire of Stunning in there. Best source I can find of those lower level Sapphires of Stunning and Dodge, these newer augments, is the one on the Dino Isle. If you go up to the one in Ravenloft, which is a couple of points higher Sapphires, you have to also pay those Vistani totems for the stuff. So I've just stuck it as these. So we've got Stunning on there. Boots are the same, they'll be the same all the way to the cap. And that's our little piece of random loot that I just didn't want to give up. Fire Law for the incinerating wave and Assassinate for our bird attacks. Kenneth crafted braces, which I've had like forever. For my main character would use these on his way up. Resistance for saves, very good. Parrying, extra saves. And the AC bonus is going to help us there too, which is nice. Sapphire of Dodge in there. Diamond of Wisdom, because we're now using Wisdom for hit and damage, so that's nice. And the robe we've already covered. So where's that left us stats wise? Well, the saves, once we get the greater heroism on, everything's in the 40s, especially that reflex one. Well, that's just reminded me, we can add a point of con there, can't we, for the third core. Do we want to add anything else? No, I think we'll wait till 17 and then see what we're doing with all this. Might throw some more into here. I might want some more dodge in particular, maybe reflex save as well, and that point of con, and remove some from here perhaps, or just remove those three. I think that's what we might do. So yes, saves in a pretty good place. We've got Dex, Con and Wisdom looking fairly nice at the moment. I think that's about it for what I was going to say. I thought we would have a go at the harbour blockade one, the level 13 quest. Do you know, I don't actually like, I've been running so often without Featherfall. I don't actually like that ring has feather falling on it, but I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. Yeah, look at those for saves. That's pretty damn good, isn't it, for mid-teens in heroic. I dare say maybe only a paladin would better that. That's this ocean stance, and we've got another notch to go on that. Where is the jump at now? I've put more points in jump than I probably should have. We're still not capped out, but with any kind of jump clickable, we will be. Okay.
The Droam fleet has gathered here during this dark night, probably for mutual protection. Such measures might help against a naval attack.
Let's go straight for
But
the
not
galley.
against
Try not
you.
to spend too much time outside on the main deck.
A horrid
Oh, hello.
stench permeates this galley. Apparently, the alarm rings out. The crew of the Carnage will now be ready to confront you.
Okay. We didn't find anything in there. Let's go and see what's... Oh, is that... Oh, Reaper. Let's try and establish a little defensible position here. Boost. Bird, hunting bird, major lag. The hunting bird did for him anyway. See, it's giving us, maybe it scales with level, it's giving us 80 health back a time that, what's there? Yeah, 80 a time, regardless of spell power, that healing thing, which is nice because it means I don't have to equip any positive spell power or crit. As I understand it, the only thing that would use that at the moment is the healing key finishing move, which I've not been using too often since we got this. Let's go and see if there's anything in the captain's cabin. Yeah,
This is the
okay.
private quarters of Bash, the ogre veteran of the last war. It appears to be unoccupied at the moment.
So let's go straight round and sort the thing out here. Oh, that would have been dreadful if I'd have gone too far and flown off the ship. That would have been
The lower decks of the Carnage
an
is ablaze with
immortal
activity.
cock-up, wouldn't
The
it?
entire crew was awakened by the alarm.
I think we got them all in
The
there.
hatch to the
Now,
mine
while
bay
the
looks
boost
like it
is running,
requires some kind of
maybe
crest
we
to
can
unlock.
pile
It's
into
likely
these as
secured
well.
somewhere else on this ship. From bays like this, the Droam fleet has deployed enough mines to stop all shipping in Stormreach Harbor. If you can get past the Kobold engineers, you can find a way to deal with the mine. This panel controls the
Nice
detonators
job.
on all the mines from the Vengeance. Both those already
Yeah,
deployed in
my
the water, and those still here in this bay.
resistances are not the best. We must have an electric item, but these others are fairly defaulty, I think. Maybe the monk gets a bit of extra resistance because 15 isn't terrible. What do? We do a minute, don't we? The last time I was in this quest, I was in with 2 from the bear party, and I don't even know exactly how it happened, but I blew up my ship, and 2 who were on the back of the other ship got totaled by it, so not my proudest ever moment. Into the galley first.
This is where the crew eats. Accustomed to the brutality of the monstrous.
Happy days, Crest. Beautiful. Okay,
One down, 2 to
get
go.
in there.
The crew of the Vengeance has been alerted
That
to
was
your
the hunting
presence.
bird.
You can hear the growls and shouts of the crew. Even the deepest slumbering Droan soldier would have awoken with that explosion. The remaining Droan forces...
Come on, let's get some health back. Yep, nice one. Tidy, tidy. Oh, hello. Okay. We can't pick up a collectible, but we can decimate the crew of the Vengeance.
The hatch to
Just
the mine
realised
bay
I've got
looks
a
like it requires some kind of crest to unlock.
weakness thing
It's
there.
likely secured somewhere else on this ship. From here, the Vengeance uses a complex system of rails and
I knew it would only be a matter of time
mines
before I foxed myself with the wings. Okay, if you're not going to come to me, I won't bother dealing with you. It's still an alien concept to me to leave souls behind. That tells you how little I have played melees. It's over there, isn't it? I still love that glide he does when he's falling, the slow fall or whatever they call it. But it feels much more natural without the feather fall. Let's have a look in there. That's it, you guys ring the bell. Oh, that could be bad actually. Did you see there that the healing thing triggered twice? So either we did a double strike or we hit two. Either way, I'm not complaining.
Just one more Droam ship to send to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm beginning to get used to having these wings and enjoying it. Come on then. We're just showing off now, aren't we? Shield disappeared. Yeah, I hesitate to say this because it's always the prelude for a disaster, but as things stand at the moment, we do look like we've got too much for them, don't we? Keep the heals coming in. Oh, should I be allowed to be stunned with that rock thing on, or did I trigger it too late maybe? Okay. I thought I'd, or maybe I didn't actually trigger it by the looks of it there. No, okay. See, just as I'm singing our praises, I go and do something like that. I think there's going to be a big group in here because they've rung the bell, haven't they? No?
The Bloodlust's crew is awake down here, growling to each other as they search for you.
Come on then, let's have you. If you weren't that busy trying to ring the bell, you might actually come and fight us people.
The hatch to the mine bay looks like it requires some kind of crest to unlock. It's likely secured.
I am not complaining.
This is the Bloodlust's mine bay, where kobold engineers tend to the equipment. You will need to sneak or fight past them in order
if you want to wander off down there, you wander off down there. Where is the, is it over there or is it down on this other side? Oh, it's there, look. Happy days. We rarely looked in trouble there, did we? More fuel for the argument that says put higher than Reaper 1. I'm just conscious of the fact that doing as I do without any kind of hireling backup or anything like that, if there's a sort of a spiky moment and there's a death, then we're liable to lose everything. Maybe that's just me making a pathetic
All the
excuse.
mines have been detonated, and the mine layers are sunk.
Anyway, I
You
thought
have
we were
broken
pretty
the
good in
DDO
there.
blockade
We
of Stormreach
we looked
Harbor.
good in and around a group. We still don't have any AOE crowd control, but the crowd control is kind of keeping ourselves topped up with the excellent shadows without light, and keeping battering the groups with the incinerating wave, which is doing very nicely for us. So yeah, I think we're in a decent place. I don't see that changing through Giant Hold. One of you mentioned that by the time you get to Shan, so I'm guessing around level 18, that there's a bit of a plateau. Um, we'll be getting the cauldron. Oops. One day I'll press the right key. We'll be getting the cauldron ability at level 18 in here. I still don't know how long that lasts, but it looks pretty damn good from a defensive standpoint. 20 PRR, 10 MRR, 15 extra dodge, which is going to take us up towards the 50 area. I mean, that's really something. That's the kind of thing you can stand there and wail away with your wave and whirlwind, and plus the damage, the ticking damage things are going to be taking inside the cauldron anyway. I think, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how effective that is. And against any end boss where we have to stand toe to toe, I can see that being super effective. So between that and the Hood of Unrest, which gives 50 extra dodge, I think we could actually hit the cap. Is it 95, the dodge cap? I think for those 20 seconds or whatever it is against an end boss, we could actually hit the cap, which is something I've never even been close to before. So I look forward to testing that in the fullness of time. Right. In the meantime, we have some giant holding and arconning to do, and we will reconvene at level 16. More than happy with the way we're rolling along now. Much smoother than I was anticipating, so that's got to be a good thing. But I'm a bit wary. I'm waiting for this this difficult time that at least one of you has intimated that we're going to have around the back end of the heroic. And if we're going to have a difficult time at the back end of heroic, Lord knows what it's going to be like in early epic, because our poor favoured soul, you might recall, got butchered in the Borderlands at 20. So admittedly he was silly enough to try on Reaper 4. I don't know why I didn't just stick with 1 in there. I'm sure we'd have been fine with that. Okay, waffle is over. Thank you very much as always for looking, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.